Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a lovely day. Now today's video is going to be on a little bit more of a serious topic than the stuff that I usually talk about, and I haven't actually spoken about this topic at all yet on my channel, just because for one, I haven't been able to be making videos as frequently as I used to do, just because of getting house renovations done, and plus this is a really raw emotional subject for me. Even when I think about it now, it makes me so sad. Those poor kids. Anyway, I'm going to get into it all right now. Daddyofive have basically lost custody of their two children, Emma and Cody. I believe Emma was 11 and Cody was 9, after their mother and a lawyer, I believe, was granted emergency custody of the two kids while Daddyofive was on some kind of American, like, being interviewed in America, I'm guessing by some kind of morning show or something like that, basically kind of justify their actions. And while they were doing this, their kids were being taken away from them. And you know what? Anybody who had watched these videos was absolutely disgusted. I was disgusted with it, and do you know what? Every time I watch it, even when I think about it now, it makes me so sad for anyone out there who has suffered any kind of bullying, for anyone out there who has suffered any kind of abuse, whether it be emotional or physical. I just hope those kids, as they're still so young, can get over all of this, because this makes me so sad and so angry. And what annoyed me so much is when the videos came out, I don't know how the mum and dad, well, the mum, the stepmother and the father, can make any kind of justifications of this being okay. They obviously brought out, and first of all they blamed Philip DeFranco for basically broadcasting, bringing this subject to light, and they tried to blame him for everyone is basically hating on us and yada yada yada. No, they brought nothing but this damage. None of this is all down to them. They've got to take responsibility for their actions, and then they tried to make a twist on it and say that basically everything was fake. All the videos were fake, they were staged out. Absolute BS. I do not believe this was all staged. I do not believe this was all, pranked. I believe that poor kid, Cody, was being bullied, and that poor little girl got slapped in her face so damn hard by one of her brothers. Absolutely disgusting. They are condoning violence, they are condoning bullying, they are condoning aggressive behaviour. And the thing is, with kids, they don't understand the difference between, at that age, obviously they're going to know right and wrong between some degree, but the lines are getting so blurred with how that dad and that mum, stepmother was treating them. So I just hope now, basically the mother has got emergency custody, she's back with them, and it was kind of ironic while they were on television being interviewed that this happened, right? I just found it so ironic, and I wish nothing but the best for these kids. And if anything, I hope that anyone who just thinks of YouTube as nothing, this has really brought to light a serious matter, that it's not okay, and that if any other families are doing something similar online, they'll stop. And it's not okay. It's just not okay. So this is a team win for the internet to a certain degree, but also it's not. I think it's such a sad situation for any kids to be taken out of an environment they're used to with their other brothers and sisters. I'm not too bothered about the dad and the stepmom, to be quite honest with you. I think they're scumbags, but to be taken away from their brothers and sisters, And you know what I also thought as well? I'm sorry, this is going to be a complete rant video. When I watched his so-called, when he sort of wasn't even an apology, he was making an excuse. I got so angry when he was basically saying that, yeah, this is all prank, the videos are all lies. Don't believe it at all. You see videos of Cody bawling his eyes out, wanting to have this video taken off, to be stopped filming, and then dad's like, I need to film my life for the internet. No, you don't. Your kids' welfare is far more important than any blinking YouTube video. I just hope they can get over all of this. I hope they can, settle back to normal kid life, because it's not fair. I mean, I don't even know what to think about about kids who are on YouTube all the time anyway, and vlogs and stuff. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, but I do sometimes think, if I had kids, would I want them online all the time? I just don't know. But I've mixed emotions about it all, but obviously in this scenario, completely disgusting. I mean, there's so many videos on YouTube now about, Daddyofive. If you want to look at any of if you want to, if you go scroll through, you'll find videos that were deleted. As soon as he found out the backlash he was getting, he demonetised all the videos and took them down, so... But the damage was done. The damage was already done. But what made me so annoyed was the fact that they seemed so insincere in their apology. So insincere. And it was only because they'd been blinking caught out they did the apology anyway. If they had done it otherwise, of course they wouldn't have done. Of course they wouldn't have done. And I'm just glad those kids now are hopefully in a safer environment where they can just be kids again. Why should they be getting upset, crying, being smacked, being pushed into a bookcase with a bloody nose? All for views, for YouTube views, but apparently this is all lies and fake and staged. BS, absolute rubbish. And you know what, those parents should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. I didn't mean for this to be such a ranty video, and I didn't mean to be so you know, but this is a subject that is really close to my heart, and I just felt it absolutely terrible. And I hope those parents I hope they take a long hard look in the mirror and realise what they've done. You know, those poor kids, I'm hoping that, you know, their kids are resilient, they can bounce back, and I'm just hoping these kids can bounce back, you know, because the thing is as well, they're going to have, like I said, such blurred lines of what's right or wrong. They're going to, I mean, what if they go to school, but then they start, this is what could happen, they could go to school, they could be a bit aggressive with another kid and say, oh, this is just a prank, can't you take a joke? It's just... Well, they're not teaching them the difference between right and wrong, good and bad, in my opinion. And the mum and the dad, the language they used when they were telling off this poor little Cody. When I saw him, I just wanted to give him a hug and say, you're going to be okay. You know, it's just, you could see he was so devastated, that poor little boy. And I just got so emotional watching it. I had to stop watching it just because I had to stop watching it. I just felt so sad watching it for that poor little boy, and I'm just glad he's not with them anymore. But like I said, even though it's a win for the internet, it's also so sad for him to be taken away from his brothers and sisters. But I just hope now they've realised what they've done is wrong. And you know what, I think they knew really in their heart of hearts that they knew it was wrong, but they can't admit it to themselves because they're lying to themselves. They're lying to themselves that this is, you know, not wrong when they know it is wrong. And like I was saying before, the language the mum and dad used at them, these kids, effing and blinding at them, you effing this, you effing that, so terrible, so disgusting, so sad. So this has only happened, I believe, in the last 24 hours that Daddyofive have lost custody of the two kids. They are in emergency, you know, the mother got emergency custody of them and is with her, the biological mother that is. So I'm sure this story is going to develop. I really do. And there is obviously some kind of media company that have taken over Daddyofive. You're doing a really rubbish job. That's what I'm going to say. You're doing a really rubbish job because everybody at the moment just thinks Daddyofive is scum of the earth. And I think I'll end the video there. And I'm sorry if this is really harsh to anyone, but I just found this so terrible that this was going on. Really did. So if anything else develops with the Daddyofive saga, I'll try and talk to you about it. I can't promise because I'm a busy bee, but I'll try and, you know, get on camera and talk to you guys about it. But this is a subject that's so close to my heart, and I wish nothing but the best, you know, for those poor kids. So let's hope now they do get the love and support and normal family, and they can do just normal children things and not have to be worried about being filmed 24/7. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video, albeit being a bit ranty and a bit sad. Sorry I get emotional, but I'm human, I have a heart, and I couldn't help but get emotional talking about these poor kids. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you're new, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.